both
done.
sides, meaning the Ukrainians and the Russians.
Correct, yes.
Can we go to the climb
Do we have
down
any
on the
more in
West Bank?
Ukraine? Just, sir, on which
Palestinian-Israeli
Sure.
Issues. You know, as the search for the three teenagers go into its sixth day, the Israelis are arresting hundreds of Palestinians, lining up some, or rearresting in some cases. Many of the ones that were released, they're having a climb down, a lockdown. It's really causing a very difficult humanitarian condition. Are you talking to the Israelis to sort of lighten up? I asked you this yesterday. Are you asking them to lighten up their heavy hand and their search?
Well, Saeed, we've been in touch with both the Israelis and the Palestinians throughout the course of the last several days since these teenagers were kidnapped. We know this is a difficult time, obviously, on the ground. We've urged continued security cooperation between the Israelis and the Palestinians in the search for the kidnapped teenagers. We were encouraged by President Abbas's strong statement to the Arab and Islamic foreign ministers today in Saudi Arabia. And certainly as the search continues and in our conversations, we urge both sides to exercise restraint and avoid the types of steps that could destabilize the situation. And that's a message that we are conveying in all of our conversations as well.
So it would be more prudent for the Israelis to sort of search selectively and work and coordinate with the Palestinians rather than subject the whole Palestinian population to collective punishment.
Well, our understanding is that there is security cooperation that's ongoing, and we encourage that to continue.
Well, wait, so I'm going to re-raise the questions I asked yesterday, which he kind of got. What you do not believe at this moment that what the Israelis, the Israeli operation to free, to find and free these teenagers amounts to collective punishment of Palestinians in the West Bank?
Nothing has changed since what I said yesterday.
So no, but you have expressed concern to the Israelis that, I just want to make sure I understand. Have you expressed to the Israelis concern that an operation might become some form of collective punishment?
I would not state it in those terms. We know this is a difficult and sensitive time, and we've urged both sides to exercise restraint.
In the Secretary's statement from Sunday, he talked about how there are many signs that point to Hamas involvement in this. Is that, are you now confident that Hamas is responsible for this, as confident as the Israelis say they are?
No conclusion has been made on our end since the statement on Sunday, so we remain in the same place we were in the Secretary's statement.
So you do not know, or you do know, that these teenagers are being held by Palestinian militants?
We don't have any other independent information.
Okay, you said that you had offered assistance to Israel. Has that happened, do you know? And do you know if it has, or even if it hasn't, what specific kind of assistance you have offered?
I don't have any more details. I'm happy to see if it's been accepted or if there are any specifics about what we may be able to offer in this front in the search for the
I just
three
want to draw a
teenagers.
fine point of it. Is the U.S., is the administration concerned or not concerned about the Israeli operation and the impact that it's having on the Palestinians?
I think we recognize this is an incredibly sensitive and difficult circumstance on the ground, and we feel all sides should exercise restraint. So,
And thus far, you believe that all sides have exercised restraint?
we wouldn't say all sides should exercise restraint if we felt all sides were at this point.
Oh, okay. So which side, or maybe both,
I'm
have
just not going to have much more to add on this particular topic,
but
Matt.
it sounds as though you're not convinced that. It sounds as though you think that either one side or both sides have been acting without restraint.
I think it's just important, given the circumstances, that they do moving forward, and I'm going to leave it at that. Saeed.
A spokesman for Hamas said today to the suggestion that they kidnapped these young Israelis is stupid. Doesn't that amount to sort of denying that they have done it?
They may have. There's obviously an investigation going on. There's lots of accusations. I don't have any other conclusion from here. Go ahead, Joe.
Can I ask if you have a privacy waiver for one of the teenagers?
We do, yes. So we can confirm that one of the kidnapped was an American citizen.
Which one?
I believe his name has been reported. I don't have it in front of me right now.
And what is it the Consul General in Jerusalem or the embassy in Tel Aviv that's involved in trying to provide consular services to the family?
I don't have that level of detail. I'm happy to check and see which entity on the ground is in touch with the family, but we certainly are.
In your opinion, is Israel taking advantage of this situation to sort of tear down the infrastructure for this national unity government or in its infancy?
I'm just not going to have much more to add on that front, Said.
On
Go
this
ahead.
at all, I just want to make sure that, you know, yesterday, again, you were asked this question as well, but there's numerous Israeli officials have said that the U.S. decision to work with and continue to fund the Palestinian government, the new unity government, contributed to this incident with the three. Am I correct in thinking that you still would reject such an allegation?
Yes, that is correct. Do we have a new topic? Are we done? Oh, go ahead, Leslie.
Cuba, sorry, I was.
Sure.
The mother of